Um, I hope so. Oh no! Oh geez, that's a lot of pressure.
Do the play-by-play, Chrono.
Well, let's see. There's a board, and we have little figures on it. So as you can see, we're playing some kind of war game. Uh,
Mhm.
set in
The
what
the
I generously
this
call the
side
Napoleonic era.
this side appears to be Spanish.
I
And
think it's supposed to be Shako too.
it is in theory Shako too. Yes, you have a Spaniard playing the part of a French sapper. Um, and on
Get
the other side, I
lost.
believe, is the Austrians. Oh my
It's a
god, man!
it's a lovely table, Chrono. I wanna say, it's a lovely table tonight.
It, yeah, lots of town sections, as we can see.
Oh, yes. It seems to be a really large urban area, Lancet.
And lots of swamp.
And,
I don't know, right? Jeez.
apparently, they named this battle after the small town, not the really big one that's right next
Yeah,
to it here.
apparently so.
Yeah. I
So in today's game, Achilles,
Yes, sir.
what do you think the effect of the town of Achdorf is going to be?
I think it's going to slow the French down considerably if they try to go down that left side, especially when you consider the quality of the Austrians versus the quality of the French in this case.
Agreed.
Mhm,
Agreed.
mhm.
You might not be able to hear him, but Jim
But
is lamenting.
Jim is currently cursing a blue streak that hasn't been heard since, oh, I don't know. It's hanging like a cloud somewhere over the Great Lakes right now.
So it looks
Uh, you can't can you hear Jim at all?
yes. Can somebody put it in the chat in the comments?
Yes, someone in the chat tell us whether we can hear Jim, because he's currently telling us what he really thinks of Giorgio and Pump House.
Oh, it looks like we have Red Sacks typing. Let's see what he says. Oh no. Well, that was just a critique on us.
Yeah,
No.
apparently.
Red Sacks, that's not helpful.
They cannot
Yes.
have a career in.
That's why I'm in science.
I clearly don't have a career in color commentary.
Mm.
No Jim. Yeah. I know while so
Tonight
we got into this technical issues.
What's it?
tonight we will be performing Richard III. No, he can't hear Jim, he says. Can't hear you.
If we're gonna be performing Richard to drink.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by the sun of York. I can
Achilles,
smile and
what
murder whilst I smile.
Achilles, what part of a scientist didn't you understand?
Oh, there's so many parts of a scientist that I do not understand. I have chosen to remain blissfully ignorant.
Hmm. Well,
Hello?
Okay. All right. So I went to Gen Con.
Oh yeah, how was
Yeah,
that?
I can talk a little bit about Gen Con.
That's pretty cool.
Uh,
How was
yeah,
it?
it was good. It was good. What do they call it? The best 4 days in gaming.
Mhm.
Stayed at the
Was it?
Jade. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, I've been going to Gen Con since 2017.
Mm.
So, but this year was kind of weird because it was that in between. We still you had to do vaccination. You show vaccination, which is cool. I'm great on that. You had to do masks. I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
But because of that, attendance was down from like 2019, which was the last full blown Gen Con, right? So we were down about 20,000 people from, I think we were around 40 some to, I think in 2019 we were at about 60 some. So the side effect of this is that's actually, from my perspective, better
Yeah, I bet.
because when you
Yeah.
get to about 60,000 at the ICC in Indianapolis, it gets a bit crowded. So so yeah, so we were, so it was good. I got to run a couple games. I'm a role player in addition to being a war gamer. So I ran 2 role-playing games, and I also got to play in a handful of role-playing games.
Very
I
nice.
did check out the board gaming and the war gaming as such as it is at Gen Con, and I really feel like war games are very underrepresented there. So I think we need more war gamers to go to Gen Con.
Well, I
So
understand that's been a big topic of discussion
I did.
amongst war gamers.
Yeah.
Regular gamers don't talk about it at all. So
I mean, the board gaming foo there is really good. I mean, there's all kinds of tournaments for your run of the mill board games. Your Euros or your Ameritrash or your whatever board games. But war games are pretty light there. In fact, and miniature war gamings are almost miniature war games. If they're not sci-fi or fantasy, they're almost non-existent. So, um, so anyway, in that way, I wish I could have saw more, but I did get a chance to talk to the nice people at Academy Games, one of my favorite gaming companies. Um, so they do all those, like they did the Underground Railroad game, 1776 or 1775, the War of 1812. They did those. Those are great if you haven't played them. Um, but all in all, it was pretty good. Had a good time.
excellent.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to help run. I'm going to help umpire a live Kriegspiel at a convention in L.A. the first weekend of September.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very cool. How many players?
I have no idea. It's an IKS is doing it. It's at the convention's called Strategicon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Los Angeles at the Hilton in Los Angeles. And Marshall asked me if I could get to Los Angeles, and I said sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to fly down there and
Is
stay at
it
the Hilton and do
is
that.
it
So
isn't Marshall all also on the West Coast there?
yes, he is. So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
going to
Okay,
meet me.
there we go. Jeez, that was. Oh. Hi, everybody. Sorry, go on. Tell your story. I love it.
So anyway, that's all I was going to say. Yeah, I'll be doing that weekend, which is, I'm kind of excited about. Sounds like
Uh,
fun.
I'm jealous.
No, that
I'd love
is
I'd,
that
I'd
live
love to do that in
live
person.
running a Kriegspiel is just the best. I was telling the story. Somebody posted a picture of Mike Dunn. If you ever have met Mike, he comes to Origins and he hangs out with Dr. Jim Starrett, and they run Kriegspiels. Mike Dunn is the staff sergeant every Kriegspiel director wants. He walks around and it's 2 minutes, 2 minutes for orders, 2 minutes, and he's got this big booming voice, and It's so much. I couldn't play. There were too many people that wanted to play, and I was there as part of the crew, so I stepped back to let others have the experience, and I just grabbed a soda and watched and had the best time. No, all right. Well, sorry very much for the audio difficulties. Geez, that only took 10 freaking minutes. Good evening, everyone. This is Wednesday Night Warfare with the Armchair Dragoons. It's glad to be back from Europe, where I did have an incredible opportunity to hang with two of the Dragoons that are in a completely different time zone. One of them is in the chat, our guy, Giorgio Barato. Hi, Giorgio. It is wonderful to see you. I can report back that Europe, until recently, is freaking hot. I trust, Giorgio, you were not drowned out by those torrential rains that hit Paris and London not long after my family and I left it. So I hope everybody is well over there. And yeah, it's not like me to not speak. That's true. I tend to be very chatty, which takes me to the other point I was sharing with the gentleman offline that I had a great opportunity to meet with Mrs. David Pumphouse, shortly to be, and David Pumphouse in London. And I don't think that dear lady, and she is very kind and very gracious, was quite ready for the full freak show I was bringing, especially after a 90-degree day of tramping around London. So it's great to be back. It's great to be playing games. And we have people here to play a game. We were playing... Hey, Daniel! Good to see you, man. I did put out that we were playing this at some point. The missus is in the chat. Hi, lady. Daniel Moreno, at some point you got to get into one of these games so we can show you how to play Shako 2. That's sort of the reason I was still sticking around playing Shako. Plus that and the fact that I keep building sets for it, because Michael Hopper does all sorts of crazy good sets for it. This is his Battle of Achdorf. But before we get to played, I want you to meet our players. We have Just Joe, we have the Chronologist, and we have Achilles. Good evening to you all, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, good. You are alive. And hi, Phil. Oh, Daniel just got... Dude, you're letting your work get in the way of your gaming. And I'm going to start judging you. I'm going to start doing that.
You're bringing your metrics down.
Yeah, it's. I mean, come on now.
I have a question. Where's Sean Connery?
Well, he usually only shows up on Saturday Night Fights.
Oh,
I've let him creep.
I don't know why I didn't notice that before.
He's usually he is the official patron, the patrone of Saturday Night Fights.
How did I not notice that before?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. So we are back in the 1809 campaign. We are cruising through. Let me go pull it up right here because I have it right here. Michael Hopper's brilliant Eagles over Bavaria, 1809, the Battle of Achdorf. And as I commented to the Chronologist in our Discord chat, yeah, we got ourselves one heck of a big urban area. And that's because this is Landshut, or Landshut, as I've heard it pronounced. One of the key cities of the 1809 campaign that changed hands. People, like a lot of other cities during the Napoleonic Wars, the people living in Landshut did not have a good time in the spring of 1809. They were conquered and then reconquered and then reconquered again, all within the space of about 2 weeks. But for this battle, the Austrians retreated through Landshut's congested streets amid panic and confusion. Bear that in mind, Austrian players. Kienmeyer's force guarded the line of retreat south from Landshut, while retreating units extricated themselves from the city. Massena's corps crossed the Isar at Moosburg and then hurried east towards Landshut. Marola arrived first, but had to wait for infantry support for attacking. Terrain. Artillery may not move through marsh. I'm pretty sure it's obvious where the marsh is. All other units move through marsh as if moving through open ground, paying appropriate movement penalties when crossing streams in the marsh. Now, obviously, this is the Danube. Actually, I didn't fix that. That's the Danube. This is actually the Danube, so you ain't crossing that. But this little stream, you can cross with the stream penalty. You ain't crossing the Danube. Only infantry battalions or skirmishers can occupy or pass through a town sector. The French will deploy second and will need all new orders. The Austrians will deploy first and are automatically on defend. At the start of each turn, starting with turn 6, you will roll a 1d6, and on a 1 or a 2, this little reinforcement that you have back here. Oh, I put them over there. Sorry. These guys there. They arrive. So they will show up. Victory conditions. For each formation removed, there are points. The bigger, the more powerful. Obviously, Hofmeier and Steigentest, for example, are small, only worth 1 point. Whereas Cohorn, Kienmeier, Marola, and Nordmann are worth 3. Le Sueur is worth 2. If the French are within 1 map square distance of the road exit in K6, that's this thing down here. Down here by Salzdorf. If they get to within 1 map square distance, so that's 24 inches, they get a point. It is a 12-turn game. Let's talk about the full rack of rules we're going to use. I decided I wanted to use the full rack of rules. We're going to be using random division activation. In this case, it's all brigades, of course. Chrono, I know Chrono's familiar with it. I don't know if Achilles has ever played it. This is the default way that Shako is played. At the start of each turn, at the appropriate phase, you're going to be rolling a d6 for every brigade commander. You're going to be getting a random number, 1 to 6, and that's going to determine in what order they move. Ties go to the side with more attack orders. So it's a little bit of randomness out there. Second thing with that, you can declare that your units are going to activate together. However, for example, you could say that Nordmann and Kienmeier are going to activate together. However, if they do that, they receive a -1 for the difficulty of the coordination. There are special bonuses that accrue to special rolls, and Dave Waxtel, who actually helped write these rules, suggested to me that we ought to give these a shot, and so we're going to do it. I think Phil, who's out in the chat, hi Phil, he might have suggested these too. If the division commander rolls a native 6, if he rolls a 6, he is allowed to do one of the following things. 1, he may, where did it go? There it is. He may remove a stagger.
Ooh.
For free. He may place a staff officer. We'll talk about what that does. Or he may remove 1 kill. That's on a natural 6. How? Let's see here. If he rallies his men, 1 unit in his division immediately rallies from a stagger. You can do this to any unit, including those that are in a frontal zone. Pretty cool. Each division has 1 staff officer figure placed behind the division commander. This moves with the division commander until he is attached. If used as a bonus, he may be added to any formed unit in the division and adds a +1 modifier to that unit. He then remains attached to that unit for the duration of the game. He escapes his fate. Once attached, it may not be selected again for the same division, in this case brigade. When he is attached, the staff officer is at risk of being killed. That's right. We are now introducing the possibility of killing division commanders. And stragglers return to the color. 1 kill is immediately removed from any broken unit in the division. A division commander may be killed by artillery, skirmish, or volley fire. If he is within 2 inches of any unit that has suffered a kill in the current turn, you roll a d6. On a 6, he's dead. Only 1 die roll is made per commander, no matter how many kills he gets. And finally, and I've been waiting, I've been lurking around with this, and I got to go look and make sure I've got everybody right that's got these guys. I've decided that I wanted to include the Sappers. I was told that these are a super fun thing to do. I honestly don't recall playing with Sappers in all the many years that I have played at Shako, but they are particularly useful in attacking towns. And I thought, given the prevalence of, or the presence, I guess, of towns, I would mention it. Let's read what they do. A scenario designer may assign a sapper, each one represented by a figure, to an army. Each sapper must be attached to a battalion prior to the start of play. It may not be transferred. It receives a +1 in melee, but only when assaulting a town sector or field fortification. If it ever loses a melee, the sapper is removed. The sapper is lost when the battalion is broken. Now, Giorgio, I wanted observed that I went and looked, and I don't think you've done a sapper, so I had to go and borrow from our guy Lazy Boy, who is wonderful also. And he has done it for his silver bayonet set, has pointed that out to me. And so, those that are possessed of sappers, I believe it was just... Yep. We have a grand total of 1. You will note that this is him here. And he belongs, actually, although I put him with Cohorn, he belongs back here to the CNC, to place wherever the CNC should choose. Remember, he has to be attached to a battalion. All right. So, gentlemen, obviously we have a 2-on-1. I wish you well. Who wants to be the French? Silence is heard.
Well, the French situation seems impossible, so I will take them.
All right. Does that mean we've got a two-sided Austrian monster again?
I'll take some of the French.
All right. So it looks like, Joe, you've got all the Austrians. Congratulations.
Wow, my first solo command.
It's
All
you,
right.
baby. So Chrono and Achilles, I'll let you split up the French. Looks like you've got a total of, what, 1, 2, 3 brigades?
Yeah. You want to be CNC?
No, you do that.
My white, or this will be white.
Yeah, you're gonna want to. If you're gonna be CNC, you're gonna want to be white. Joe, I think you've already grabbed. Have you grabbed green? Yeah, you're gonna want to grab green, Joe.
Here we go.
Good man. And so let me turn on the map. Remember, the Austrians deploy first. They are on defend orders. Defend orders. There's your map. Joe, might as well deploy. And you can see you've got a big deployment area.
Yeah. And Nordman, or what is this guy's name?
Nordman.
Nordman. Nordman includes the town of Achdorf, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Any particulars which brigades you want?
That's a really good question.
No, I would love it if you made a French Sapper has. Don't be ridiculous.
Do you want to take the infantry and I'll take the cavalry, or do you want to split them 2 and 1?
Either way works for me. If you want to play with cavalry, I don't mind.
Okay, I'll play with cavalry.
There are a lot of horse out there.
You do have a lot of horse.
It makes me happy.
If he closes his eyes and makes rumbling sounds, they're tanks. somebody sent me a delightful one of these memes, medieval texting abbreviations. LOL, leprosy or lead poisoning. BRB, bought rancid beef. ROFL, really obese feudal lord. And my personal favorite, OMG, obnoxious minstrel guy.
That's funny.
Ooh, Phil is enthusiastic about the optional rules. Whoop whoop. You just like him because he's Spanish, Giorgio. Don't you lie. No, we had lunch, Giorgio and my family, at a restaurant right across from the tomb of Napoleon.
Well, that's cool.
We kept pointing over and gesturing over at it. Felt it was appropriate. Oh, really? Very saucy. We do have some interesting troops while you do all your setups. First of all, the French, and we were talking about this, I think, offline. You all might have mentioned it. The French Léger battalions, except for the Tirailleurs Pau and the Tirailleurs Corse. By the way, I went out and got different guys. See, match the units. These Légers are all 4th battalion. They are poor troops. So the French have a quality problem they're going to have to be a little careful about, I think. Similarly, however, similarly, I guess, the Austrians have these three battalions of Vienna volunteers, none of whom seem to have really been volunteers because they seem profoundly unenthusiastic. On the other hand, they also have this Grenadier regiment under Kienmeyer, the brigade, I should say, who are not a joke. And as well as the 3rd Dragoons, who are also not a joke. All figures, ladies and gentlemen, provided to us, by the way, by Giorgio. Look at him.
I have Hessians.
You do. You actually do. I had to go digging and see what they would have looked like. These are actually Bavarian Chevaulegers. These are the closest. These are Giorgio's. These are actually Bavarian Chevaulegers, but the Hessian Chevaulegers are, unsurprisingly, I suppose, very similar. They would have been a deeper green, but the casque and the uniform is actually pretty close.
Now, see, if you hadn't told me, I would never have known the difference.
No. This is well, we try to be educational on this joint.
I could have remained blissfully ignorant again.
Now it's going to bother me the whole night.
That's right.
Heck, those aren't really good Hessians. Those are really Bavarians.
These artillery, the army guns here can be placed.
They have to start here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Where's that? They have to start there.
Yep. They start there, but they are army guns, so they can go where you like. They can move with any division, and they can fire in support of any part of the army.
Okay, but artillery cannot go into town?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Nor into marsh, but I didn't think you were taking it there.
No. Nope.
Hey,
no
sweetie,
mark.
let's take these Okay. I had, as you can well imagine, I can't imagine anybody watching this wouldn't love to visit Les Invalides and the Army Museum there. I finally, after just years, got to stand next to a 12-pound Gribovo cannon with a historic limber. Them things are big.
Yeah.
You'll notice I have, maybe you didn't. You'll notice I have significantly increased the size of these guns.
Be right back.
I so totally wanted to try to pack a 12-pound gun in my carry-on luggage, but I don't think they would have let me.
I think it would have upset the weight limits on the airplane a bit.
Good point. Yeah, you're right. It's never strong with details.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right, Achilles and Chrono.
Let me do some rearranging here.
And you'll And it goes without saying, Chrono, that you're going to have to issue orders to dudes.
Yes.
Jim, do I need to place my troops with defend orders in the box, or
No, they are defending where they're sitting. If you want them to not be there, that's when you have to write them in order.
Okay, no problem.
They're doing a defending thing. We are indeed, Robert, back from a I won't call it a world jaunt, but certainly a Euro jaunt.
Oh, I see Chrono's already deploying over here.
Well, you should be too, then. And I know
Did you draw orders yet, Chrono?
Yeah. So I'm gonna deploy a little and then see how things shake out.
I'm just FYI, I'm just moving these guys back to checkerboard them, so they're staying. The brigade's staying in the same position.
Got it.
I will do orders here in a moment, though. Okay, let's take a look.
He's a really cool looking Landwehr, Giorgio. I like him a lot.
And one last thing with Shako, it doesn't matter what formation I'm in the town. It's just in the town, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
You have spoken the true words.
Get this in LaSalle confused.
That's all right. This is why we have the OJ rule. You're allowed at any time to say, how am I supposed to keep all these darn rule sets straight?
Well, I haven't started playing World War II with you guys, so
True.
I've only
we'll get
got
you there.
yeah.
When we get you to when we get you to a good Crossfire or a Chain of Command game.
Chain of Command I know pretty well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Crossfire, never played it.
Well, Chrono, I have to say your plan is almost exactly what I was thinking. So
basically,
wouldn't have mattered.
He can't blame me if it goes terribly, terribly wrong.
That's right. Whichever of us had been in charge, it would have been pretty close to the same plan. The only difference would have been Cohern. I would have done a little different with him, but other than that,
well, it's me looking at the thing how they're shaked out and thinking, maybe we can do something with that, but we'll see.
Yeah, agreed.
Love it. All right, you're all deployed out. I'm gonna put the pretty back. Oh, look, it's pretty again.
Well, I'm still deploying. I'm still playing Cohern.
I haven't even started deploying the cavalry yet.
Do you need your boxes?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, they're pretty obvious about where they are.
Yeah, I would have guessed. This is going to be a nice looking table anyway.
These my guns, army guns here, this foot artillery.
Yep.
Cool.
They have to fire in support of the division, which is everybody on the table.
Amazing.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy doing a Kriegspiel setup with his horsies. That's my guy right there. Love it when a plan comes together. Oh, yeah, and Phil is pointing out, Chrono, don't forget to give somebody your sapper.
Oh, that's right. I will do that momentarily. Once I have these all deployed and appropriately set up.
Phil is positively excited about the optional rules coming. What do you think, Phil? Should we low ammo them? Should we do that too? Because I've played with low ammo. It causes hatred. Yeah, there were several. That's the word I wanted. There were several things that I really, really wanted to steal.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
My boys are ready.
All right, they got who's got the ooh, somebody's got a bonus fellow in their ranks. There they are. All right. Just letting the folks see the sapper. All right. Well, we know every Shako party isn't complete unless it begins with gunfire. Anybody got any?
I have one.
I think you both have just one, right? There you go. It's coming from right there. I assume that range is just going to make it a
Long
six.
range.
Yeah,
Just gonna use 6
6.
to the
Cause town.
yes. Nope, nothing.
Gentlemen, today's Fox.
Yep. Foot artillery to let's hit the 9th Hussar.
All right. Got to go dead center, bounce through. So I think we're gonna go. That's gonna be long and long. So
2 6s.
I'm assuming that's a foot gun.
It is.
It is.
Why is this upside down? Why is
You
that
tell
upside
me.
down?
You set it up.
What sort of? I was just about to say, what bonehead set this up?
Yeah, it's
gun,
6s.
12, 5, 5, so it's 18 is effective. How far?
It's right at 20. The second one's at 24. The first one's at like 21.
Okay, so it's all 6s.
Yep.
6 in the front.
Nope.
Ooh,
5.
but a stagger.
Yep. And the one in the back. Nope. 3.
So the guy in the front saw the cannonball coming and said, "Wait a minute."
Hard to move out of the way when you're on a horse.
you would think it'd be
Excuses.
yeah. All right, let's learn the way this works. So we'll start rolling some dice. Joe, I guess I'll have you do it first. Steigentesh, what's he got? What's his initiative? Give me a 1d6.
Ayantash.
Steigentesh, this guy right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's roll that. He's a 2.
All right. And over here we've got Keenmeyer, the big dog. What's he got?
He's a 1.
Oh dear. These are not highly motivated individuals today, I'm going to tell you.
Well, they're on defensive and they're full of
Good.
bratwurst.
Well, also true. Nordman.
He's a 6.
Oh! Well, that gives him a bonus that he gets to pick from. He obviously has nobody broken. He obviously has nobody that he can rally from a kill. So instead, he's going to get, and I'm just going to do it this way because I don't know a readier way to do it. I'm giving him a staff officer.
Sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
And he needs to place that with a brigade.
With a battalion.
Battalion.
Within his
battalion.
division.
Okay. We'll go with these guys.
All right, they get themselves a staff officer. Look at that. How cool is that?
Okay. Is that all?
Did you notice, Chrono, that Joe's the only one that has a dice roller?
No, you got one right there, smart boy.
It's not. Oh, okay. Way over there.
Look, okay. It's well, honestly, I didn't know where all your units were gonna be, so I was trying to be. Look there. See, it's nice.
Okay.
So now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna roll for some French people. How about Cohorn?
Oh, not very motivated.
Mm-mm. And now Lesuia.
5. They're feeling
Much
salty.
more motivated. And at last, Marola.
Oh, almost 6.
All right, remember your staff officers can get killed. Remember, 2 inches away from a unit that takes a kill. It can happen. But in the meanwhile, 6s play. Anything, so this 6 activates.
Okay. Well, we're on defense. We're on the line.
Mm-hmm.
We're in town. I don't think we're going anywhere.
All right. How about a 5? We got some 5s.
I do a 5 here.
5s will play. Go.
Okay. Away we go.
I can already see that this way of initiative is going to make for more traffic jams.
That's why you can, if you wish, and remember you owe 4 inches on the advance.
Yeah, well, they went 6.
Oh, did they? Very good. Sorry. Am I set on? I must be set on grid.
You must probably on grid, yeah.
Yep, that's why.
Speaking of which, me also. I am.
Yeah, because it showed me as 3. That's why I was confused. Yeah, it does, but that's why you can coordinate the division. So that you can get the guys to go at the same time. It just costs them a little bit of initiative to manage the coordination. But that was a 5. We've got another 5.
Indeed. Right.
Question, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
These army guns that are back here.
Just a second, straight ahead. Okay, at least thank you.
Sorry.
What's this? Yes, sir.
What initiative do they go on?
Anyone you want.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
They are not terrified by your silly knees bent running about advancing behavior.
Mm-mm.
Okay, wheel is 2 inches.
It depends. What formation are you in? Line? Yeah, 2.
So that's 2. That's 4. That's 6.
Okay, might be interpenetrating.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're interpenetrating at that point. You're gonna have to get these guys out of the way.
Yeah. All right.
Staggered though they may be.
They have to go at least 4, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, let's try that again.
Now you know what you want. 2, 4, 6.
Okay, that's 4.
You might clip your.
Yeah, I think you gotta be a little careful there. Yeah, he might be okay.
What's the frontage there? It's like 3-1.
Should be.
Yeah, I'll probably clear it.
Yeah. Many horses. That's a very true to your arrow set of maneuvers. Well done. And don't forget Marola. Oh, I see. Sorry, didn't realize you had one more there. One of the first things we saw on our arrival in Paris was Berthier's armor at the Legion of Honor Museum. And I'm like, I love Berthier a lot. He's kind of my guy. But for the love of God, homie, that was ridiculous.
Command distance is 12, isn't it?
12.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody's good. All right.
That was a 5. Any other 5s? No? See, we got a 2 and a 1 on the Austrian side. What do we got over here? We've got
1.
So we got a 2. That's you, Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna move these guns. Guns move. What's the movement for guns again?
Foot should be 6, I think.
Foot should be 6. Foot battery 6. Yes. Or Okay. Done.
All right. And then we got a couple of ones, but the French go first.
Let me do it then.
Like the Coen brothers said, a simple plan.
Yep.
Was that it, Chrono?
That's it for them. They're
I
going.
figured. Just wanted to check. Joe, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna form square with Cayenne Mare.
Are you allowed to
Meyer.
go back to them? You are. Look at that. Do your thing.
Forget. Are we doing square this way?
You're doing fine so far. I'm gonna wait and see what you do with the last one.
I think
That's where I'm gonna judge you.
like this, right?
Nope.
Oh, you were so close.
You were so close. There it is.
It's a J. It's not a square.
It's true.
So,
you're right. You're. That's a fair point.
that's all right. I'm just kidding around. These are perfectly fine squares.
They're lovely, lovely squares.
I repeat, just watch the famous Ney's Charge in Waterloo, the movie, and watch them form triangle.
Watch them.
And I think Bodarchuk probably looked at it on the rushes and went, "Yeah, we're not doing it again, so fine, it'll do."
There we go.
Let me just bring back these thousands of extras.
Yeah, get the helicopter back in the air.
That's gonna cost how much? No, that is fine.
Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be a triangle, is what that's gonna be.
Let me check these guys. What do they have to be within 10 inches?
To form square, or to make a maneuver, it's 12.
Okay, they're within 12.
Yeah,
I just want to.
That's a legitimate reaction.
Yeah. I want to push them up.
Bring it, pony boy.
The talking smack to dragoons when you're a sir. I don't know, man. Love you, but.
Okay, I think that's it for that group.
Anybody got any moves?
I'm done.
I would have thought so. Who wants to do a command change? Anybody?
I'm good.
Joe?
I'd like to change command. Can I bring in Murat?
Actually, I do want to do a command change. I want to change my defense order a little bit.
Okay, whose order do you want to change?
I want to change Steigentesh.
Steigentesh. Well, he's right there. Let's see a die roll. Anything but that. Well, you know what. You got it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go write that. Let's see what color am I? I'm green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
You are green. Yeah, that's you, Achilles. You've got one check to make. That's the 9th Hussar Regiment. 4 or less to get rid of that stagger.
Not quite.
They're still going to be staggered.
They're still staggered. Irritatingly so. Change of command. Tonight on Tag Team Napoleonics. I'm tagging in Murat.
Okay. Hopefully that's
good.
Clear enough.
It is. I understood all of it.
Okay, cool.
All
there
right,
we go.
that takes us to turn 2, which we commence with cannon fire. Who's got some?
I'm not firing my foot guns this turn.
Joe?
I am firing my guns this
Who do
turn.
you want to shoot at?
Bet you are.
I'm going to shoot at looks like Morales or whatever.
Marola.
Yeah. French names. Yep.
It's gonna be like that. So we get here in
Yeah.
front. What's your range?
Looks
Well,
like
that's
a little.
effective.
10.4.
That is effective range. So that'll hit
Okay.
on a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
When I say hit, I mean kill.
Ooh,
6.
Owie!
I'll take it.
Thought you would. And a stagger, of course. That gun fired. Anything else? Any other guns? All right, well,
No.
we started with Joe last time. We'll start with Achilles this time. What's Marola feeling like?
All right, let's find out.
5.
Still excited.
Same. He's good. How about Le Sueur? Oh! Well, he's got, looks like he would probably like a staff officer.
he would.
Let me label him as such. Who gets him?
I think for now I will give him to the 4th Battalion, 39th here.
Okay. He's going to go hang out with them. Setting a good example. We will see. And Cohorn. That's good. That's better all around. Going to jump over here to Hardman, or Nordman. There we go. Ooh.
1.
He was so excited last time, and then not.
He was.
And
Till
now
he saw him coming.
Keenmeyer. Is Keenmeyer shamed into...
4. It's better. And then the rabble.
Mm-hmm.
4.
You know, they can hear you.
Well, you know.
They have these Landwehr have feelings too. All right, Chrono, you got a 6. Hit it.
Here we go.
Is that really? Get out of here. No, it wasn't. Hang on.
Okay, there you go.
I got dude measuring stuff in the chat. God bless your heart, man. It is. Ouch. This hit was in canister range. That's 2 kills.
Ow.
Ouch.
Don't like that.
Phil Portway from the chat. And it is. I doubled. Yeah, it's. Yeah, oof. Yep. 12 inches. Boom.
Oh, let me also move these guns while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, Chrono, get that infantry up here because my cavalry are tired of absorbing cannonballs.
You're much faster than we are.
Yes, that's true.
Jim, while they're moving, can you go over the victory conditions again?
Sure. Number 1 is always breaking brigades.
Yeah.
The bigger they come, the harder they fall, sort of a thing. And I think the only other one was keeping any French unit from getting to within 1 square of this road. Of this road.
Okay, cool, gotcha. All right, sounds good.
Of getting within that exit. So.
So that was my 6. So over to the 5.
Yep, we got a 5 there. We got a 5. You got any 5, Joe?
I don't have any 5s. I got a 1 and 2 4s.
1 and 2 4s. All right, so 5. Marola.
Okay, Shako's the one where I have to stop 4 inches out, right?
Nope. That's
No.
That's LaSalle. Okay. So I don't have to stop.
Correct.
I can do murderous things without stopping.
If you get there.
I think he does, just barely.
Yep.
Yep, I think he does.
Yep. He gets there.
I don't know. I'll take those odds. Staggered and
More kills, yeah.
More kills.
2 down.
Yeah, that's not clear cut by any stretch.
No.
No, it's not a good one, but there it is.
That one, on the other hand, those guys,
Well,
those guys in their smack talk. It's,
well, they're chasseurs. They look pretty.
they're one step above hussars. Come on, let's.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember. Can you move and wheel and then continue to move?
No, you do it at the beginning or the end of your turn.
That's what I thought. Okay. So they're stuck there.
Take it back. Any time during move. I just found it. 1 wheel per turn. Any time during move. It's only when charging that it has to be done first.
Oh. Well, the problem is now I don't know how far I went.
6 point something.
Yeah, it was 6 and change.
Eight. 10.
Like 1.5 inches, basically.
Yeah. We'll do it there. That should be about right. Okay.
Man, you are making trouble.
They're definitely not letting any grass grow, that's for sure.
Okay. Now. So. All right.
Okay, Jim, I can't remember. Is this game the infantry can fire out of town or they don't fire out of town? Cannot. So they're just
in or out.
Out of towns. Okay. Yep.
The only time they can shoot out is when you get that closing volley in a melee, but then you don't get the closing volley +1, and you don't get the failed volley if you miss.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, Joe, I had no choice. My orders were to commit suicide with the cavalry.
I wrote suicide on the map.
Yeah, I think Chrono actually wrote the word suicide.
On the map.
That's right. He just wrote the word suicide right under Murala.
And then we got 4s. That would be Chrono.
Yep.
As the sapper moves forward.
Make sure I have my fire lanes staying open. So.
My favorite tweet of the day: petition to require every scientist to pronounce molecules and particles as if they're heroes in Greek mythology.
I saw that. I was trying to think, what would that be?
Molecules.
Molecules, yes.
And
I like
Pericles.
Pericles. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get that. You can wish all you want.
What's with the negative waves? It's a beautiful bridge. It's going to be there. I so want it to be molecules.
Okay, that's the 4.
All right. Joe, your 4's play.
Okay. Well, want to move him over. Question. Okay, so here's what I want to do. These guys, I want to shuffle them over 1.
They're going to be on a 1 though.
Yeah, they're your ones.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a 4. I was zoomed out too far. Okay, now I'm where I should be. None of these guys are moving. So we are moving these guys. Oh, come on. Chrono did it. Why can't I do it?
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time someone said that.
Yeah, Chrono's special. You can't, you can't just do the Chrono moves.
Okay. These guns can move through my divisional commander, right?
Yep. He's not there.
Yeah.
Unless he's within 2 inches of somebody who takes a kill. In which case he's definitely right there.
I'm gonna have to.
You can don't worry about it. Put him where you want and you just move the commander a little bit.
Well, I gotta move the commander first. Oh, thanks. There we go. Okay, that's my 4.
All right, you guys, do the French have anybody left?
I don't think so.
6, 5, 5. Yeah, no. So, yeah, you can hit your ones now, Joe.
Okay, so I want to move north. Yeah.
Just do it.
So, okay. Skirmishers. And I think we will. That's 6. So we're gonna bow face them that way. Oh, that's not a smart move. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna leave him where he was. Sorry about that. Okay.
All right.
Dude's here. Okay, good.
I think that's everybody, right?
Think so.
All right, skirmish fire. You got any? I don't think so. No.
And my skirmishers can't fire out, right?
Correct, yeah. No fire out, no fire in. So there's none of that. Any shooting over here? They don't shoot. They don't shoot. And they don't get to shoot. I guess that's our melees. Yeah? Tell me I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay. Who, Tacker, which one do you want to do, Achilles?
Oh, we'll go from right to left.
All right,
Start with the horse.
Start out here and we'll say that that's a 4 versus a 5. I don't see anything else. Anybody want to contradict me?
No, not unless the hill does something.
I don't think it does.
Okay, then we're good.
Yeah, 4 to 5.
3.
So that's
9 to 8.
8 to 9. Win by the French miraculously win by 1.
Hey.
Okay.
So this goes here.
See, it's not smack talk if you can back it up, baby.
You still got the cannons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this one.
They weren't smack talking the cannons. They were smack.
That's right.
Gunners don't smack talk. That's not really their way. It's just not. Do you wish?
Okay.
Do you wish? I imagine, Achilles, you want to recall them?
Oh yeah, this is that whole complex recall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Okay. Yeah, so they don't.
So-
Remind me of that rule, because
They
I'm-
can charge straight ahead up to a
Mhm.
regular move, but they got nobody to hit. They could also wheel. Well, they could. They could wheel and smack these guys.
yeah, that wouldn't be
This
right.
guy's
I
exactly
didn't think
12
they
inches
did.
away.
And those guys are out of range.
Are they exactly 12 though?
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
Is that 12?
They are exactly 12.
Yes. That strikes me as what I just said strikes me as wrong.
Because if I can hit those guys in the back again, it would be worth blowing that cavalry.
Yeah, I see no
no,
reason. Yeah, go ahead.
Breakthrough is cavalry may move up to 8 inches to contact closest enemy.
Where do you see that?
It's on the speed sheet here under unit condition and rally.
There it is. Yeah, it's 8 inches. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
knew
Well,
you
then,
couldn't do that. Yeah.
Okay, so you can.
That makes
I
sense,
think
then.
it's specifically built to prevent that.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
you can't. You could sit in place, or you could recall, which you may want to recall, so you can clear this spot for another unit to push through.
Right. So if I recall, they have to go back 12 inches?
Up to
12.
Up to 12. And do they have to turn around?
No,
No. Okay.
Nope.
that happens after all the combat's resolved. So, I mean,
Yeah,
but nothing's
it
impacted.
doesn't matter.
You can might as well do it. So,
Okay. What about interpenetration?
Go right ahead. It's the one time you can do it.
Yep. Basically represents
So,
sort
yeah.
of
Straight
by
and
right,
backwards.
by right of companies to the rear, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. All right, so they've got that marked. All right, here we go. This is the hoot. These fellers, they got more kills, which makes them to 3. They are at a minus, and that is a hill. They are on that hill. So they're going to be a 1?
Do hills impact or anything?
Yeah, it's defending. Isn't that defending terrain?
It's only infantry defending terrain, according to the QRF.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. So
I think it's
takes 2 to 3.
I think so.
2 to 3.
Oh no,
That was bad.
Oh,
I could see that coming.
5 to 3 is 2. That's a wipeout.
kill.
Yeah.
Yep. All
Could
you
see
need
that-
was you need
You
a
could see
3.
it coming. Could see it coming. That dice was spinning in air, but it was on a 1 the whole time.
Like, oh, I see it. Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all right.
There's that.
That way I don't have to try to rally those guys.
Yeah,
I
was
hate
gonna-
doing that.
that's a cynical way of looking at that. But there it is. All right, that's all our melees. So we're into the next commands. Anybody want to issue new ones?
None.
No.
Why do I have suddenly spare dragoons floating in space? I don't know. Anyway, no new commands. Great. So let's do our rally offs. That one stays till next turn. This one here, Achilles, can you get Marola back? Can you get the 9th Hussars back, 4 or less?
Let's find out. No, I cannot.
You really can't. This one, though, Joe, is far more substantial. You need gonna need a 5 or less. Oh,
5.
on the screw is very nice. And you get to turn around.
Okay, cool.
All right, I think that handled everything. Cool. Well, we're as you said, we're certainly not letting grass grow.
Mm-mm.
Turn
Did
3.
Achilles roll? Did Achilles roll for his 2? His staggers?
This
did.
one he doesn't get rid of till next turn.
Oh, that's
automatic.
right.
He rolled for that one and failed.
Okay.
Yes.
So that
I
takes
rolled a
us
6 both times for them.
to top of phase. That's nowhere near a check for Marola. He's got 5.
A million.
He's got 6. So yeah, that's not
Yeah.
close. Actually, well, 2 would be a 33% check for him, I think, but not there yet. Anyway, so that takes us to gunfire at the top of 3. What you got?
I got one going here.
And I got one going here.
All right, I should think.
At effective
Canister.
range.
Is it effective or
Well,
canister?
it's effective because it's against town.
Oh, yeah. So
you can't
5 or
canister
6.
town. It comes with a 6 because it's -1.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Artillery is having a terrible day.
Yeah, that gun didn't.
Well, Joe's hasn't been. Joe's has been pretty effective.
Joe's has been pretty whomping on stuff. Speaking
I'll
of
take
which,
them. Yep.
All right, that's a canister shot, is what that is.
Yep. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh!
Wow.
They're apparently disconcerted after last turn.
Those guys, they're profoundly distracted by having recently been meleeed. But
yeah.
They're just now rushing back to the guns.
Yeah, probably.
They're all winded.
Oh my goodness. So that's that. Nothing else? All right, let's do our die rolls. I started with the French last time. We'll start with the Austrians and ask Steigentech.
5.
3.
3.
It's our froze on its edge there for a minute.
Oh no. Kienmar.
1.
Oof.
Man, we get some bad Austrian generals.
They're disconcerted. How about Nordmann?
1.
Wow. Oof.
Yeah, really bad.
Yes. How about Cohorn? Much better.
Not exactly what I wanted, but I guess I'll take it.
I'm sure you would have loved a 6.
I would. Thank you.
How about Le Sueur?
Oh, whoops, that's me as well.
That's you. Yeah.
He gets a 6.
Oh, there's
He's
the 6.
popping out staff officers like heck won't have it.
He's pushing for that marshal.
He wants that baton.
There you go.
Every knapsack, boys. Every knapsack. Marula.
You roll a 5 every time.
He would really like to get one of those 6s and get rid of a kill or a stagger.
Oh, it would be nice.
Well, only staggers at this point. No more kills left. All kills left.
All right, kill dude is dead.
I killed the killed guys.
They're not a problem anymore. Don't worry.
That's right.
6. No 6s. Yes, 1. Didn't we get one? Yes, we did.
Yeah, we got a 6.
6 place.
Same thing as always.
Sure.
Being the pot of charge.
This battle's going to be over by the time you guys get up here.
I just want the record to reflect, though, that actually looks like a Napoleonic formation. So, bonus points to the chronologist. Well done. 5s. I don't think there are any other 6s, so 5s.
We got 2 of those. So,
go for it.
Start chrono.
Right. Let's see. What happens if I make contact with skirmishers in a urban center?
Skirmishers leave.
They just leave.
Okay. In that case, we're going to bonk.
I think you're going to interpenetrate your skirmisher in front of you, right?
I can interpenetrate skirmishers all I want. I just can't stop.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Austrian dragoons. Oh, yeah. That's true. This is a point being made by Phil that though these guys are back in the fray, they are blown. So they sit there.
They're also out of command range. Does that matter?
Well, that's actually fine because cavalry can do that. They just have to try to reestablish. Cavalry can go riding off a little bit.
Is that what part of the rules where it says they can write off a little bit?
It does not say it that way, but that's the net consequence. Mr. Funny. And here I thought Dalinar was Mr. Funny.
Well, he's not here tonight, so somebody's got to take up the mantle.
All right, these guys here are going to bugger off.
Okay.
I just take the square. Do I take the square then?
No, you have to. Well, no, that's true. Did you have movement to do it?
I was at like 5 inches when I hit that.
Well, then you can go 6, right?
Yeah. So I will enter the town with these guys.
All right, cool.
Holy cats.
I do something.
Well, yeah. Especially when you're sending in these crack troops. Oh, yay, the Sapurs have arrived. Oop, according to Haz, we have a Sapur. Hey, Andrew. Oh, okay, so what happens then, Phil? They just get nothing for it? I was so excited. Unfortunately, you only get one staff officer per division.
Or
Well-
brigade in this case.
Yeah.
I will remove him then. I'll send him to the shadow realm.
He just took it creepy. Discord chat. Oh, very nice.
So, Chrono, is your 5 done?
My fight is done, yes. Go ahead and do yours.
Now it would be me.
Is that in? And I'm assuming Haz, that's in your. Which one is that in, Haz? Is that in the Ace? Is that in the Armchair Dragoon set?
I think your other edge is going to make contact before you hit. There is a problem.
Okay. Well.
You got to wheel the whole thing and then move it so you can see where you're going to hit. Is the issue here.
Oops. I have enough where I could do another.
Two,
So
and then you got... Yeah, you'll hit.
Yeah.
Zoom. Little. Shoot a little to your left, though. There you go. That's fine. Your other left.
Your military left.
I'll get you socks.
Hey, foot.
What did you call it, Haz? Try doing this with real life toy soldiers. Paint and fix while the table's moving.
They can't move if they're blown.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
They can. They're only staggered, but merely.
Merely staggered.
Well, remember that if they get too close, they're going to have to charge that square.
Even though they're staggered, they still have that 4-inch requirement.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So my wheel there, if I wheel twice, that's their 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just a rules clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 4 inches during the movement or at the end of the movement?
At the start of movement.
At the start of movement. Okay, gotcha.
It's in your frontal zone.
Yep. And it's your frontal zone.
Oh.
Letting stuff wander into your flanks is a dicey proposition on a good day.
Well,
You may have noticed I avoided being frontal to you.
yep, I got it.
Parking squares sounds like a terrible plan.
Yeah, it's there's not a whole lot of this Grenadier Brigade only has three battalions, so there's not a whole lot of frontage to it.
Fact.
Okay, I am done.
That was a 5.
Yep.
Other 5s.
Yep.
Who's got a 5? Who's got a 5? Anybody?
We're down to 3s next.
Threes.
All right, 3s go.
Yeah. I think we're going to.
Oh dear lord! Here comes the Vienna boys.
Yeah, exactly.
How are things going up there, fellas? Brave Grenadier guys? Oh, it's great. Don't you worry about it.
What's the equivalent to Dixie being played on a car horn for the Viennas? For the Vienna boys.
Edelweiss. It would be Edelweiss.
The only thing I
don't-
will say is that they do have you'll notice they're the 4-standers. They've got an extra kill.
Oh, there's very large,
Yeah.
essentially conscript battalions.
Yeah, exactly.
They can absorb extra death.
This is an ancient tactic.
More guys, bring more dudes.
That's right.
When down, bring more dudes.
What is it? Quantity has a quality all its own.
Indeed.
That's how it goes.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
So 100,000 guys with pointed sticks are still probably going to lose to machine guns. So
Yeah.
How many machine guns you have and how much ammo you have.
as long as yeah, exactly. How
And
much
as long as
ammo
it
do you
doesn't
have?
jam.
The barrel melts down.
Which happened to some of the early machine guns when they were being used in the colonial wars in Africa. Much to the operators' disconcertion.
It happens to modern machine guns too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first time they took the Maxim, what's the name of the gun they took into the desert for the Sudan campaign? You know,
Is it Nordenfell?
no, that's later actually. What's the name of that fool?
Not the Lewis, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Lewis or
Lewis?
Vickers or
No, it wasn't the Lewis. Those are World War I guns.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's too late too. Gardner guns. That's what I wanted.
Gardner, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, those Gardner guns. Actually, they have completely jacked up the Army Museum at Chelsea, much to my rage. But they did have a very cool display of a Gardner gun that I like seeing.
I want to see one of those coffee mill guns, the American Civil War.
Oh yeah.
So called because you basically just fed the cartridges in the top like you're in a coffee grinder, and you turned the handle, and the bullet sort of eventually made it down to the barrel and fire.
May I express my doubts?
You find a picture of it.
Yeah, I probably got a reload, Has. Oh boy, here comes that gun anyway.
Man, I started thinking of a Tom Petty song paraphrased.
That's my 3, and I have the 2 ones left.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks so right.
Oh, there you go.
Man. Okay. Well, I guess we are going to have to turn about face. I screwed all that up.
First battalion, about face.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. Skirmishers need to turn around. And they have, what, a 4-inch range?
Yeah, for musketry, yeah.
Yeah, but they can't fire into town.
Correct.
So let's pull them back. Then I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I think I'm done.
All right, so that was all your guys?
I mean, actually, you know what? I can attack from one town sector to another, right?
Yes, you can.
All right, the 59th is going to attack the 21st Laguerre.
All right, let's just face him that way. Do that.
There you go.
Let's face it, Joe. This map would really suck if you couldn't.
You,
Half
sir,
the map is a
are
town.
not wrong.
Those are true words.
those are true words. Well said.
Okay,
Cool. There's that.
let's do that.
Musketry comes in this way. Musketry comes in that way. All right. That was everybody. Anybody got skirmish? Do we have any kind of musketry? Either skirmishers or volley fire?
Two defensive volleys.
Where we got those?
Here. Here and here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, that is accurate. So let's do this one first.
Okay. Does my staff officer add to this at all?
Your staff officer, if my memory serves me correctly, is going
Yeah,
to
plus
accrue
one,
you
right?
a benefit in melee.
Okay.
Let me double check, since this is our very first time.
It is not a musketry modifier, but it is a melee modifier.
Yeah, it's a +1 to your melee when the time comes.
Okay, so I need to roll a d6, right?
D6, correct. 1 die covers.
I got it.
Ouch.
How about that?
Yeah, that's what you wanted to do. And these are not poor quality troops, so that's 2 kills. That's and it does stagger the lot of them. Why is that happening? That really displeases me. Just give me 1 sec. There we go.
I'll take kill on the Todier here and the Force 17th.
Okay, so
Man,
I'm sorry. Did you say on the Tyria course?
Yes, and then the 4th Battalion 17th.
that volley was so devastating it knocked a piece of the road into the Danube.
No, we have our own sappers. We mine the road.
I think that's that too is likely what you did, and obviously everybody.
But are your sappers Spanish?
They are not. They are not Spanish, unfortunately.
And now thanks to Haz, we have a French sapper that'll be joining us next time we need one. All right, and now it's maybe your turn to get a little vengeance there, Chrono.
It's the hope and the dream. Unfortunately, no.
No, so that melee is going to happen. Any other shooting? Any other shooting? We must do shooting first.
That's it, I think.
All right. Got a message. I want to make sure that Phil's not yelling at me. Red Sax is adapting Tom Petty songs for the Battle of Achdorf in the chat. Otherwise, we're doing fine. So as that is the case, it's pretty straightforward stuff. I think we're looking at what? 4-3?
4-4, kind of defending a town sector.
Yeah, that's it.
4-4.
Yeah, 4-4. Oh, by 1.
By 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back to the thing from which you came, which is right there.
Yep.
Back to the thing from which you came.
You catch a naughty stagger.
Yep.
When you don't want. All right. Anything else? That was all our fights, correct?
Nope.
No.
Oh my goodness! How could I forget? I'm so sorry.
Chevalier.
Oh, the Chevalier. Now these guys, that's just straight up. That's 4-3.
I've been taking a Pringles break, excuse me. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yep, 4-3.
Come on, roll well. 3.
7 to to 8.
Ah!
That's a kill.
Wiped out.
Yep.
No, it's a 9, but who's counting?
Who's counting? So now the question is, do you want to break through Achilles?
No, sir.
I didn't think so.
A lot of squares.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
squares. So let's get a 12-inch. Let's get an up to 12-inch pullback from you.
Alrighty.
Drop some whammy on you. Okay. Anything else? Anything else that I'm missing?
All right, Chrono. I've made holes in his line over here for you.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, you just wait till those Vienna boys come up.
I'm
Uh-huh.
up as fast as I can. So, you know.
Mr. Wargaming, it is a pleasure to see you. Thank you for your kind words. I want you to know, Mr. Wargaming, that Haz, who is our resident Blucher and other Sam Mustafa game expert, very much wants us to join your online campaign using Pikeman's Lament. That's going to happen. At some point, when you put up one of those battles, you were going to see the Pikeman's Lament used in the Battle of Sneedville. That will happen. All right. Orders. Anybody want to give any?
I'm good for now.
Squares can't move, right?
Who's can't? I'm sorry?
Squares cannot move,
Squares cannot
correct?
move.
Oh, shoot. No, I'm good.
Very good then. Let's do some roll-ins. Well, first of all, this just comes off. They're better now. How about these guys? What do you think, Achilles? Can they suddenly decide to get back in the fray?
It sure would be nice if they decided to rejoin us.
you
There we go.
Look at that. Those guys did just get, right? Yeah, so they're sitting over
Yeah.
there. They're going to sit. But, Joe, you get these guys back. That's great. Those guys back from their stagger. Now here's, let's see here. That's good. This guy here, he's got a situation. How about you show me a 4 or less, Joe?
Nope.
No!
He's gone, I think, because he lost to combat.
Yeah. Keep going the wrong way.
And then these 3 staggers, right?
Those are merely staggered, but they don't, and that doesn't project the 4-inch, so they can seek to rally. These guys, however, these guys here that took the kills, they're the ones, they actually do have to...
I go left to right here.
Oh, that's so we'll just go there. The course.
He's good.
Next to him. Yep. One more. Yeah. Or no, is he a 3?
He's a 4.
Oh, that's
He's a
4.
4.
Yeah.
The Couriers are all,
The 2
they're Italians.
They've been around since Austerlitz. They know what they're doing.
Okay.
A lot of stuff. See if Phil is we've incurred Phil's displeasure about anything. Well, let's do that.
Do what?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Mr. Wargaming is out in the chat indicating he wants to do something. If you haven't seen it, folks, check it out. It's really cool stuff. He has taken an actual map of, I think, Tennessee, yeah? And he's fighting out an imaginary Napoleonic battle over it. And he's asking different people to try different things. And I knew Haz was painting Giorgio's ECW figs to match the 2 sides in the Sneedville War, his imagination. But apparently now Haz has painted Napoleonic figs for both sides, namely Knoxville and Kingsport. So
That sounds like a cool idea.
No, it's
that'd
really
be a lot of
fun.
fun.
Go to if you definitely check out Joy of Wargaming, his channel, you will see how it all is played out. It's hours of video with different permutations and how he set up the campaign and now how he's asking folks to try out the battle in different ways people are doing it. It's super cool. We poked in a little bit on the last one using some fantasy stuff, but I would love to do it either Napoleonic or ECW, which would be awesome. All right, we can sneak in one last turn. What time is it? What time we got? Oh, we can do one more turn for sure. These aren't exactly long turns either.
They've been going by real fast.
Yep, turn
Yep.
4. Let's snug up our markers just so everybody knows where everybody is. We good? I think we're good. Well, that gun is dead. Who's got a gun they want to shoot?
I have one.
Go for
I
it.
have one.
We're gonna try and hit this town sector.
Yeah, Chrono, why don't you give me?
It shakes them, but no, it doesn't. It's minus. I'm at a -1,
Yep.
so I need a 5 to shake, 6 to kill. So nothing good.
This gun fire. Ooh, that gun wakes up and shoots. Yeah, that's definitely there. Is that effective? Yes, that's
It
is.
effective
Is it?
range.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
5 or 6.
Is it 6, 6, 12?
No, it's 12. It's
It's
12,
a
6,
foot art.
6.
It's an army gun.
It's a foot artillery, so it should be 12, 6, 6.
3.
No matter what.
Doesn't matter. He missed anyway.
Yep.
Bounced clean over him.
Unfortunate. Yep. Off the table.
All right. Who did we start with last time? Well, we're going to start with the French.
Austrians.
Yeah, okay, well, there we go. I got it right. Haha. Marola. Are you excited?
Ask Achilles.
Oh, sorry. For a minute there, I forgot who I was.
Achilles, quit hitting the prickle.
Oh,
Hey,
he's
hey.
extremely excited. Now, you have no staggers to get rid of, but do you have a kill you could get rid of?
No,
Oh,
actually.
I do have a
That's
stagger.
That's
not
a
stagger,
blown.
It's a blown.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Do I have a kill?
No,
I
you
don't think I have anybody with.
As Chrono correctly observed, that guy's dead.
Yeah, that's right.
I still-
We're the gentleman that you do get the guy that got put in the land of shadows.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to give one of these brigades?
Yeah, let's
its
give him to
box?
the 19th Chasseurs here.
All right,
Mm.
got one. Staff officer joining him. I'm gonna design a staff officer. I gotta do that. So, but that's that. Let's scooch over here to Lissuire, who can't stop rolling 6s. Ooh.
You rolled a 2 this time.
Sorry
You
about
you
that.
put the whammy on.
Oh, sorry about that. I was about to apologize. And now a pretty important little combat, Cohorn.
Ooh, almost a 6. Almost 1. Was a 4 and became a 4.
It was almost an 11.
Stop it. Okay, so that's that. We switch to the Austrian side and we ask, how about Nordman?
6.
Oh.
Now, he does not have a... does he have a kill or a stagger he could get rid of?
No, I don't think any of these troops have been.
No, the ones that had a kill died.
All right, who would like to receive a staff officer?
Oh, they already
only-
have one.
Oh, they already got the one? No,
Yep.
Can't have another. Fortunate loss of a 6. Regrettable that, but nothing to do.
Yep. Okay.
And now Kienmar.
5.
5. Very
Oh,
good.
now they're waking up.
Well, there's suddenly all these French guys running around. It's
Yeah, but
motivating.
The problem is they're on horses. 4.
That's a lot of good rolls for the Austrians this round.
Yeah. I wish I had that last turn.
Yeah, no kidding. As a
Well,
matter of fact,
some of-
I think the Austrians are. Oh no, they got a 6 over here.
Yeah,
Marola.
we're quarters.
Some of these French are Germans. So
True.
just saying.
I'm a Hessian with no aggression. Yosemite Sam.
He's going to smack him again.
Damn
There
right.
they are. There they are.
In the true spirit of come get some.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be reflected that is an excellent reflection of the order given on the map.
Yeah, I used to be pretty good at following orders.
That's not what I heard tell.
Some people could tell you different, that's for sure.
So just for my own, I'm sure we're doing it correctly. Just for my own edification here.
Mhm.
So it's 4 inches within the frontal zone of a unit.
Yep.
So what is the frontal zone of my square?
They don't really throw one, I don't think.
Oh, they do.
Or do they?
They actually do. Yep. That's a lot. Oh boy. Phil, are you still out there, Phil? Because that's a lock right there.
Yeah, that one and actually the preceding 23rd
Yeah.
shot. Sure.
Can you move out of it?
No, he moved into it first.
Yeah, you can move into it. That's not a problem, but it's the once you're in a frontal zone. Oh boy.
I mean he
Grab
was
with
in.
squares. I'm not sure. I don't have a copy of the rule.
They absolutely have frontal zones. That's not a question. I just looked at the picture.
Yeah.
But that's not really my question. You can't change facing. You can't change formation. Yeah, I think the only thing you can do.
I just remember in previous games, squares kind of lock cavalry down.
Yeah, a square has 4 frontal zones and no flanks. It's pretty obvious it doesn't have flanks, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, an excellent question has been raised. Stalling to see if maybe Phil stayed awake long enough. I certainly can't blame him for not. Where are we? Quick peek. No such luck. All right. All right, we're on our own, lads. Here we go. Diving in. Movement. Not hasty square. Not light infantry. No. Changing formation. No. Backward movement. Yeah. As I say, I know you cannot change formation. I know you cannot change facing. Every formed unit has a frontal zone. It is absolute. It is not modified by. It is by intervening terrain or units. Formed units may not change facing or formation, or move backwards within or into the frontal zone of any enemy formed unit, unless performing a hasty formation change, hasty line or hasty square. Cavalry may not recall into the frontal zone.
Okay, we already did one of those, but that's okay.
So what it actually does, though, okay, I actually feel better about it. It just depends what happened. You can go past it.
Okay.
You can go past it, but you can't turn, so you got to go straight. So once he's in this zone, he's got to go dead straight. And that same zone goes this way.
I mean, you can't face facing. Can you wheel?
Nope.
No wheeling. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's odd.
Well, it's trying to say that there's guys out there that are shooting at you.
Sure. It's well, the interesting thing is that it means that the one that's in the middle, this guy, would have had to keep facing the end of the board, the edge of the board.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only reason I asked.
He would be completely unable to move.
I think that's accurate. How did he get there, though?
He came in from this direction.
Yeah,
ended up here.
He was here. Yeah, he was here, but he was facing here.
He can't change facing, so he's just stuck there.
Yep.
Forever?
Well, he's stuck there as long as they're there, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. So you can't change facing or formation. And you can't even move backwards.
A wheel isn't a face change, though.
That's true. It's not a face change.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the only thing I like. Face changing, I understand. You're not going to do a left face here. Or
yeah, exactly.
Face that way.
That was the way I understood it.
All right.
But wheel means
Okay. 4 inches from cavalry attempts to charge within 45 degrees. That I knew. Square is out of 45, so you can't charge it by movement, but you can move past it. Okay. So he can wheel, but he can't change facing or formation within the frontal zone. Okay,
that's what I figured.
fair enough.
Then that move is legit. Then
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. Cool.
sweet.
Which makes
Now-
sense because cavalry rode past squares all the time. They didn't necessarily enjoy
exactly.
it, but they didn't.
I think what's messing. I think it's a question of scale. So these cavalry aren't really this close to these squares.
Right.
Right. It looks like
4
they're closer
inches.
than they really are.
If you think about effective infantry fire range, 4 inches
Yeah.
probably represents a mixture of skirmish and volley fire
Absolutely.
out to about 100, 150 yards. So,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm glad we got that clarified.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we had the conversation.
oh, yeah.
Okay. Quit typing things in there. Your little mess.
They keep
Your little
popping up.
message. His message.
Comms are
pops
open,
up,
Has.
yeah.
Comms are open.
That's all right. I'm getting it too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and so what we'll do,
Or
and so what we'll do has we'll do those. If you've got the French ones, we'll do those. That's awesome. We can use Rebels and Patriots. Those guys can't move. They're blown.
oh, that's right. Okay, good. I didn't actually want to move them,
I
so
didn't think you did.
except to get them out of the infantry's way.
Yeah. Cool. That's Marla.
That's Marilla.
Do we get another
Turned out to be a complex move.
4 and a 2? Looks like
I think we have a
5 over here and a 6. So Nordman.
Yeah. Man. Well, we're gonna move.
Yeah, the Cav must attack red, but only if it's in the front 45.
Which I assiduously avoided.
Ooh, assiduously, good word.
Uh-huh.
It's one of them $6 words.
Yep.
You
And
betcha.
Used correctly and in a sentence.
Somebody got a thesaurus for Christmas.
Let's go ahead and move. Guys, how far away are you here?
I think
You're
we don't do
outside.
turns.
Yeah, you're outside of 6. Do we want to throw him against him again?
You can only move one section
Yeah,
a
you can only move the
turn.
one sector.
Yep, you're right. Sorry about that. Let's
good.
see. Yep, that's all. Skirmishers. I guess skirmishers are going to stay there. And I'm not French, so I can't move and change formation.
Correct.
As much as I'd like to.
Don't worry, Joe. We're just barely French.
All right, I'm good. So what's next? 5s?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Is that me again? That's me again.
That's you.
Well, heck. Well, he's gonna have to stay in square. And I think we're gonna have to. Man, while the cavalry's still out there, I gotta stay in square. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I don't have anything for him.
All right. Down to
Unless
a 4.
wait. Hold on a second. Unless he's. But they're cavalry. They can stay out. So 4s. Yep. Am I the only 4?
No, they've got a 4 right there.
Okay, there you go before
Horn.
me.
Red Sax is saying page 23, 7.4.
Yep,
Point
I
seven
think
four.
I know exactly what he's talking about, and Phil's responding to him.
Oh,
But I'll
What
look.
is there? Is there still some question?
I don't know. I'm looking. I'll find out.
oh, Phil's saying, but he can't attack the squares out of 45 degrees, so Cav should turn 45 and move past square.
Right.
Right, which is how we're playing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
The key part of it is the frontal is how the frontal zone interacts.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
It's your turn anyway.
Oh, yes, right.
You got what was that? Clohorn or
Yeah.
Plowhorn?
Do I want to try attacking this guy again? How much if I want to?
Oh, I see. Red is saying that facing doesn't matter. Is that right?
How can it be a frontal zone if
Yeah,
facing doesn't matter?
it's got to be a frontal zone thing. I think Phil's thing here is it cannot attack his squares out of a 45 degree. It's got to be 45 degrees out.
Well, I mean, squares have four frontal zones, right?
No. It's the horse's.
It's not
zone.
yours. It's mine.
Oh,
It's-
the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The argument being they can't see it.
Yeah.
That's close, is what that is, but it's not there.
Not. I mean, I don't want to get into a rules design discussion about it. We're moving pretty fast, but that rule does kind of irk me a bit. So, I think that it's.
Do you think that the horse should be obliged to charge?
No, because not really, because because Chrono does bring up a good point that the horse normally has to, they've been known to go around square. I mean, but I think there should be some effect on the horse, whether that's disrupting their ranks or something.
Well, the effect would be that that wing of the square would fire at the horse as they went by. But in this game, they can't fire, so that's where I think it falls down.
Yeah, I kind
arguably the impact is once they're in this zone, they either have to move straight out of they are stuck moving straight forward until they get out of that zone eventually, because they can't change formation, they can't change facing, they can't go backwards. So once they're here, they have to keep going.
But that's not much of a penalty.
It depends.
In this particular case,
in
it's
this
not.
situation, it isn't much of one. In a whole bunch of others, part of the problem is you do have your flanks in the air.
I mean, yeah, because my cavalry got run off, and I'm not, like I said, this game aside, I don't really. It's not necessary to get into a rules discussion about it. I'm not the designer. I mean, the designer knows more than I do. It just as a player, I'm like, it just seems to me like there should be some effect on the cavalry beyond what's already there. I like what Achilles said about firing on them.
Yeah,
and
you can do that in LaSalle,
Yeah, I think that's where it falls down, is that the square should be able to fire as they go by. But actually making it would defy logic that the cavalry is riding past a square and says, "Oh, there's a square, let's charge it."
Yeah,
that has happened, but that's what the 45. That's what the whole cavalry 45 zone is about.
Yeah,
if you get too close, the cavalry will charge if you don't, regardless of whether you want them to. But
at this size of battalion, I don't think that the cavalry should have to charge the square. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it just feels weird.
I'm done with my 4, so if you want me to be your 4, go ahead.
Sure. But, we're war gamers. We love to debate rules.
Of course.
Fair.
It's pretty much
I would love to debate rules if I knew what they were.
That's pretty funny. Okay, well. 4 inches is your is the firing, right? So that's not going to help.
Yeah, you'd have to go into line to fire anyway.
No, I know. I'm too far out.
Yeah, what
But
Phil
yes,
is
by
saying,
all means.
the way the rules read, you have to charge, but the cav can't physically reach the square. It must attempt it, and so it turns its 45 degrees and then moves past the square. So we're doing it right,
Okay,
at least
good.
as written. So cool. Yay,
All right.
us.
Yep.
By all means, though, Joe, if you want to put those landwehr into line, I'm
No,
all for it.
I think I will. I think I will not do that.
I'm going to decline your offer.
Yeah,
As gracious as it is.
Yes, I decline my offer to do that. Your offer to do that. I don't really. I mean, you could hit them with square, but I think what you want's here. So, what I want is to move.
Well, what I really want is all you Austrians to go back to Austria and give France all the territory that it's demanded.
They see Bavaria as Austria. You do know that.
Well, that's why we're here.
Very independent.
We're here to determine whether their view is correct or ours is.
That's kind of beautiful.
I'm sure Napoleon has strong opinions.
Mm-hmm.
You've met the guy, have you?
Speaks even from the grave.
This is cracking me up. I never knew this. Are y'all familiar with the book Slaying the Dragon? It's a brand new book on the quote secret history of Dungeons and Dragons. And the author got this guy by the name of Jim Falone to reveal the actual sales figures for D&D at the day. He was apparently a purchasing manager for TSR. It turns out that he is the younger brother of a law professor here in Milwaukee.
Oh, cool.
And I just happened, and who I swore in once to the Fire and Police Commission here, where he also serves, really great guy. I'm like, wait a minute. Your brother is that Jim Falone? That's hysterical.
I am done.
All right. That's a 4. We got a 3 anywhere?
I have a 2.
I think that 2 can play. Because I think you're done, right, Joe?
I am done.
Sorry about my horse being in the way there, Arno.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They had a very important job to do, so.
I believe you.
It was staggeringly important.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
I killed myself.
Okay, that's that.
Okay. That was a 2. You got anybody else, Chrono?
No. Hold on. But that's all I got.
All right. Very good. Well, we know we begin with all shooting. Who gets shooting? Anybody?
I have none.
I have a gun. I do.
That's the start of the turn. We're looking for.
Oh, that's right.
Musketry. Musketry. Yeah, it means musketry.
Musketry? No, I don't think so.
I don't think I see anybody. Okay. Any melees?
Indeed.
Where we got? Oh,
up here.
Yes, sir. Them chasseurs, what got a 4 versus them dragoons, what got a 5, but they have 1 more kill, so it's 4 to 4.
5 to 4. Your aide de camp.
Plus he has a staff officer.
I'm sorry, I forgot. You brought along the staff officer. Go for it.
Yep.
Indeed.
The heroic staff officer.
Oh no.
Oh, don't stay on the 2.
Oh!
So lose by 1.
Bless you, Joe. Bless you.
2. Lose by 2.
My dice are betraying me.
I feel your pain, sir. I feel your pain.
Where are my legions?
That was a door that opened and closed.
The door opportunity opened and then closed in his face.
It certainly did. Oh, well, heck. how far they can't go into the town,
can't
right?
go in the
Stop.
town.
We know this because we actually had this exact thing happen. Phil clarified it. They stop right there.
Oh, what a disaster!
Now the question is, because they stop right there. Nope, they're outside 8 inches. Uh-oh.
Yeah. They're still too far away.
You might be able to
Yeah,
get those
but-
guns.
Yeah, but can I thought I couldn't turn. Do I have to go straight ahead, or can I turn?
Wheel on your break
You're out-
through, I believe.
You're within 4. So he
Yeah,
could turn.
This is the breakthrough move that he's talking
You have to go
about.
straight ahead, or can
Yeah.
you wheel? I thought you could wheel, but I might be
You
wrong.
can. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you can, but let me look it up.
If you can wheel, then
Oh, if I
think-
can hit those guns, I'm going to.
Yeah. Now, do the guns have to be in your frontal?
Well, they want
Right
as
now.
long as
They
he-
would.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. Just to answer your question.
Okay.
Oh, they don't?
All right. Cool.
No. That's
Because
not.
you can wheel.
You're thinking of mandatory charge.
Yeah, I am.
This is a breakthrough charge.
Yeah.
In a
Okay.
mandatory charge, yes, you got to be 45 degrees to front.
Okay. Gotcha.
These guys just want to charge anything that's close to them.
Well, no, the point is, you really, in a lot of cases, don't want to have to make a mandatory charge because you can wind up charging into all kinds of stuff you don't want.
That is a fact. I have been avoiding that.
Cavalry breakthrough must charge the closest enemy.
That would be the foot
Mhm.
artillery.
So I guess the big
Timing
question is,
and
can they
movement.
wheel?
After all melees, may move up to 8 inches. May be taken only if it gets a target that is. It is if it produces a melee against a target that was visible to the moving unit before it performs the charge. It is visible. It may wheel first.
Mm.
Okay, there we go.
Now you do this at
Sweet.
the end of melees, but do we have any other melees?
No.
sit around.
No. Okay, so let's see if you make it. You got 8 inches. Remember, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you 2 for each wheel. That's the other issue.
You may
Yeah,
want to.
but I only have to go
Yeah. You've
4.
got it. Yeah, you've got it.
You may want to pull that staff officer out of there because he's not actually part of the frontage.
Yeah, I got him.
Fair point.
I'd do like a click, I guess. That's out.
2, and that's 4.
Or
Well, you ain't got him.
No, if I have to do another one, he won't get there.
Exactly.
No. So you might as well recall.
Them
What a
guns-
shame.
Them gunners don't know what just happened.
The light flashed before their eyes. I didn't even.
They did somebody just walk past our grave?
yeah, that artillery battery is like, we're stuck back here with a lawn bar.
You don't want to go
We've
that
got-
far back.
You can only go up to 12. So
Right.
You don't want to go. You can't go.
Okay.
You can't recall into that frontal zone. Remember that. So you have to go into like this gap in between their facings.
that's also
Like
true.
up here.
That's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Well, that could have went better.
All right.
It could have gone worse too, because those guys are still alive.
Yeah. So
True.
commands. Anybody want to change them?
I have no changes to make at this point.
Joe?
I can't change formation within four inches of the enemy, right?
If you're in their frontal zone, correct.
If you're in their frontal zone. Okay.
These guys can go on the defensive and start forming a square because they were or is that the start? That'll be the top of the next turn.
That'll
instead.
be at their
Yeah.
activation, correct. And that's why their activation is going to matter, because they can absolutely they're based on this, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Mhm.
They can. This whole division can drop to defend orders and form square. Or
Yeah.
brigade, I should say.
Yeah, but sorry, that's top of next turn, so I'm accelerating.
So no other commands?
No
If-
commands from me.
If not, we got to do our. Let's see, this one sits. This one, however, comes off because they have paid their time.
Out of the penalty box.
Out of the sin bin, exactly. This one, however, is pretty crucial because it depends whether they stay or go. How about some Dragoon rolls, 5 or less?
All right. 2.
They stay.
Yep.
They are
No, they're-
still blown.
Yeah, they
but-
will turn around and are blown.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Now, if they were to get hit again where they currently are,
Mhm.
they cannot retreat straight back,
They will stop immediately on hitting this building.
which is where they are now, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
So-
all that happens to them. The problem they've got is if they're retreating, they got to turn around, which means you're going to be able to break through and smack them in the butt. And they,
Yeah.
and they absolutely don't want that.
No.
No, it's plenty enough penalty that you'll be able to hit them from the rear. And besides, they've only got 2 kills left before they're wiped.
That's true.
Yeah, they've been doing a heroic delaying action.
Yeah, they are in a fragile state defending the key piece of terrain.
Joe, they've been a speed bump, basically.
Hey, speed. The record of speed bumps in history is the best. Oh my goodness! What a fun time! It's a little scenario, obviously, not a lot of complications, but it's fun so far. It's fun so far. It's got a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm curious now that Joe particularly has had a chance to try both. Which activation system do you like more?
I like this one more.
Definitely a bit more back and forth.
Yeah, I like the little bit of randomness to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it takes a little bit of the helicopter army thing out of or helicopter command deal out of the game. Yeah, I really do like this, and I really love the getting a little bonus on a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a nice little touch with the game. So
just a little something.
Yeah. So no, I like this better.
Cool. Excellent. Glad to hear. Well, let me first do the thing I always forget. It's turn 5. We've done very well. It's a 12-turn game. So we almost made it to halfway. I don't know if we're going to 12 turns. I guess we'll find out.
I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, I did. We'll see. Okay, now that sounds very, very dismissive of Hofmeister's troops.
Well,
Because-
Hofmeister deployed his troops very poorly at the beginning of the game.
Well, he's coming. He's coming. His bold reinforcements are on the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the divisional commander, which
you've got Hofmeister in not this turn, but next. You can start rolling for him.
Where do they come in?
Yeah, where do they come in?
That's
a good question.
I'll go get you an answer.
Yeah, because that might actually matter.
Yeah. Well, they only. Honest, I hate to say this, but they only come in on a 1 or a 2.
Oh well.
But there it is.
Stranger things have happened.
Right here.
Oh, God! Of course, naturally.
Oh.
Where I don't want them.
So what's this guy's name again? Hofmeister?
Yeah.
Hofmeister might end up
saving the
day.
There's no need to fear. Hofmeister is here.
Here, that's right.
All right, let me get a save in here before while I'm so distracted.
Oh man.
There we go.
Considering we started a bit late and had technical difficulties, getting through half the game in one evening is pretty good.
Oh yeah, we'd probably be on turn 7 or 8 by now if Jim had been able to talk.
I'm still here.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Nice. Tomorrow. Hopefully, everybody that's here can come on back. I know we won't have. We're going to have an interesting situation with our club game, which we should be bringing to a conclusion tomorrow, because Velker OJ might be here. He's on the road. He's in Missouri, last I heard. But Velker is out. He will be here. Velker will be here, so that'll be awesome. I'm still not quite sure what we're doing for Saturday Night Fights. I've got so many things stacked up, I can't decide. I guess we'll see. But we will definitely be back to this, certainly I suspect, to wrap it up next week. So we're back in. We're back rolling, and all sorts of things are happening. And I do want to get back to the Campaign Carnival Achilles, because the last scenario has been posted.
Oh.
As I said to Wargame Culture, I said I don't, or the Purple Druid, I don't know how you think that either side has enough troops to have a credible battle, but we're going to give it the old college try. Because you've wiped out so many orcs, and I know you've lost a bunch of undead, so we'll see. So a lot of fun war games. Hope you all enjoy them. Yeah, good night to you, Phil. Yeah, no kidding. We had no porn bots, knock wood, so that's good to know too on the way back. But thank you all so much for playing. Thank you so much for watching. Come on back tomorrow for some more. But in the meanwhile, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause. Get better, Ian Jackson.